Hey everyone, thank you guys for tuning in to Teaching for the Culture. This is your host, Bianca Goolsby, and today's topic is clean up on the hand sanitizer aisle. Now, I just want to thank you guys for your support. Thank you for the whistleblowers and the surveillance cameras that help me keep the district on their toes. Today's district that we're focusing on is Hillsborough County. There has been a lot of emails going back and forth about the safety of their PPE that they've purchased, a lot of things that were just untrue, and today's email just really took the cake. And it was about the foam hand sanitizer that was approved to be purchased by the district. And we're going to take a deep dive with the receipts, and so that you guys can start asking the question. So I just want to quickly roll the clip of when this was brought up.
You're not even being accountable for what's happening. Where is my receipts I requested on August 13th? I want to know how much of these defective wipes you purchased. Let's discuss this defective PPE. The SDS of the foaming hand sanitizer has reproductive risk, and it turns the floor black due to the chemical reaction of the wax. We need people that's accountable, transparent, and operates in integrity.
So this was a portion of my public comment, and I wanted the district to be accountable for what they were purchasing. And instead, it seems to be a cleanup job on what actually happened. I've been requesting records, and I wanted to know how many did they purchase, because they have made a claim that they have had boxes and boxes and they have so many. But in the palette that I created for the educators, they're trying to figure out where is their PPE, in addition to the internal document that I showed you guys on season 1 finale that clearly indicated that they did not have all the resources that they need. However, they were not being transparent and honest with the families in the community in Hillsborough County. So an email went out which prompted this whole video and investigation, and why I'm asking you guys to share this and start asking questions. So the district sent an email, and so the email is listed up here so that you can read. And basically, it said that the foam hand sanitizer was approved, and they have certain restrictions. It does not identify about the chemical reaction that when it hits the wax, that it turns the floor black, nor did it identify anything about the reproductive health risk that was identified on the SDS. We're going to take a deep dive into that because there's some questions surrounding that. So this is the website. You can go to fullercommercial.com. If you go under brands and go to Simply Hygiene, you will find the foaming hand sanitizer that we are talking about. So they have the View SDS. It's public. I already have it up, and there's 2 different ones. So I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to show you. The first one, if you look at the permalink, you will see that this was from 2020 in May. Okay, this one says it's from 2020 in August. I want you guys to pay really close attention because all of this will make sense for you. So this one is in May. Okay, we're going to go to page 6, where we identified, thanks to the help of surveillance cameras and whistleblowers, it identifies that it has a possible reproductive hazard. This was the SDS report that I pulled up when I spoke at public comment. This SDS report was up on their website on August 24th, 2020. In fact, I will even post a link to the Facebook status where I posted in real time going over this particular issue. So this email comes out, and I go directly to the website, and I click on View SDS, making sure that I'm not crazy. I could have sworn that this said that it has reproductive risk. Why did they leave that out? Well, so I go to page 6. Again, this is the SDS that's on their website. And then look, not classified. So I'm sitting confused, and I was like, did this document change at all? Like, what all changed in the document? Because I want to know, was there any modifications? Was there any new testing done to where it's no longer not classified? Where did this change come from? And it literally happened after August 24th, which, let's go back. Even if this was changed after the 25th, which it was, It still doesn't change the fact that you guys have already purchased the product and it was in your establishment at the time that the SDS report reflected that there was an issue. So whoever came up with this idea to try to clean this up, I don't know, but it seems really suspect to me because regardless, you purchased the product, you had the product when the SDS showed it at that time. These new changes after the whistle was blown on it has nothing to do with the product that is already in your facility. But I digress. So, okay. So I sent them this email and I'm saying, hey, I pulled this SDS on August 24th, 2020. And you have sent this email. I go to the people's website and they have a new SDS report. So my question was, well, what else changed? So I downloaded the document and I ran it through where it compares and it searches through to see any changes. So if you look, the issue date is still the same, the version number is still the same. All of the things that probably should change when you update SDS, so that way people know that there's multiple versions and that there's version 1, version 2, you know, that there's changes and testing that's done, you know, there was none. It identified here that there were some changes made. And there we go, in black and white. So I called Fuller and I was directed to a gentleman by the name of Robert. And I had to leave him a voice message because I want to know what testing was done on your foaming hand sanitizer after August 25th to date, where it would change the entire SDS. And why is this SDS changed, but there's no version number increased? There's no update on the issue date. So all of this just seems really suspect. And I just don't understand why the district is perpetuating a narrative to say that the foaming hand sanitizer is safe when it's literally turning the floors black because of whatever wax. So you already know that that is already going to impact taxpayers' money with the floor looking a certain way. But then in addition, we haven't told our staff members that this has a possible reproductive risk of using this foam hand sanitizer. I need y'all to ask some questions. So I need y'all to ask Fuller, what test did they do to substantiate a new SDS, and why are they not being compliant with fully and truly documenting the chemicals that are in their product? And the next thing is you need to ask the district, why did they send this email out today, knowing that it doesn't change the fact that the SDS report, the items was purchased prior to that change. So therefore, it still would have a reproductive risk. I just said call them up to the front of the congregation and let everyone explain what's going on. So I have requested the receipts. I want to know the proof of purchase. And I also requested all communications between the district and this vendor that is in compliance with the statute. So start asking questions, folks. People lie, receipts don't. And like I said, y'all need to go get y'all receipts.